Hello, and thanks for showing up. Why are men like golden retrievers? But first, you got to understand what a man is. Now, to all you ladies and others who have a man as a significant other, you have to understand that men are born naturally, I wouldn't say stupid, but more ignorant, right? We're naturally born ignorant. We have no idea what's going on from the day we're born to the day we die. We're very simple. Imagine you have a golden retriever, puppy, right? And you treat your man like a golden retriever puppy when you first get involved. You have to train that puppy because that puppy is going not to know to go outside, to go to the bathroom. He's going to make a mess on the floor. Uh, he might throw up on the floor or on your furniture. That's what a man does. A man does exactly the same thing, right? There are many, many times where you look at human history and how inventions happen. They normally happen because men challenge each other, they bet each other. Like a lobster. If you saw a lobster for the first time and didn't know it was a lobster, you wouldn't eat it. It looks like a giant cockroach, but some man dared another man try eating that. So if you look at the life cycle of a golden retriever, similar to that of a man, except for the very end. Uh, we like pets. We like to be taken for a walk. Like there's nothing makes a man happier than showing your affection. If you come home and you have a dog, especially golden retrievers, they are so happy to see you. They lose their mind, right? So when you get home, you pay attention to that golden retriever. If you paid attention to your man in the same way, his tail would wag, he would be panting and chasing and everything. Now, mind you, I'm talking about a normal golden retriever, right? Not a special service golden retriever. A service dog that's a golden retriever, that's like an Einstein or an astrophysicist, right? Yeah, there are men who are very, very smart, but the vast majority are just a bunch of golden retrievers lying on the couch, right? They want to be fed, they want to be patted, they want to be taken for walks, right? Look, how many women have taken or tried to take men shopping? Let's say shopping for clothes or shopping for shoes. And somehow the man agrees. Normally, the man will agree to go shopping with a woman because he wants something, not because he wants to go, but because he wants something. So you go for clothes or shoes and you pick up a pair of, let's say, for example, shoes. So what do you think of these shoes? Oh, they're nice. This basic response of any man. Yeah, they're nice. They're not even looking, but let's say they are looking. They're nice. And say, what do you like about it? Well, they're a nice shade of blue. The woman goes, but they're not blue, they're teal. The man doesn't know. He has no clue colors. However, take him to a tackle shop, right? It's in the Bible. First Deuteronomy, I think it goes, yea, though I walk through the valley of the sports fishing line. I shall fear no rod, no reel, no lure. If you pick out a lure, right? Doesn't matter what color, but let's say random one. And you say to them, oh, look, that's a nice shade of blue. The man will turn to you and say, blue? That's fuchsia with some highlights of teal and lavender and you're thinking as a woman, how can he tell all of that on a fishing lure, right? And he can't tell what color shoes I'm buying or what color dress. It's because we're interested in a certain thing. A golden retriever, you can say what, like, I've had 3 golden retrievers in my life. And all of them, they act out. And you say, hey, what did you do? And they freeze and they drop. So one day I was looking at one of my golden retrievers and I went, hey, dippy dippy doo. Now, dippy dippy doo means nothing, but in their ear, it sounds like, what did you do? Dippy dippy doo, what did you do? They freeze, they drop to the ground. It's a man. Women can look at a man and he'll freeze and drop to the ground. He has no idea what's going on because most of the time we're natural born idiots. We have no idea what the heck is going on. We have no clue what you're thinking. You have to explain. You have to explain. Imagine a golden retriever and you have it as a pet, right? Your man as a golden retriever, right? Not as smart, but get there. And you have to explain it like you explain it to your pet. We men kind of think about this, right? We're happiest when we're running around close to water, in or around water. We like to go get stuff, like golden retriever. It's in the name, retrieving things. We like to go get stuff, bring it back to the family, bring it back to our special person and say, here you go. Look what we did. And for that, we want pats. We want to be taken for a walk. You know what I mean? Taken for a walk. And we'll be like the most gentle, beautiful entity in existence. However, it's hard to explain what a man is to a woman. And the closest thing I could find is a golden retriever. They're pretty smart. They're kind of loyal because you see a golden retriever loves everybody, right? It's not like a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a Doberman, right? Golden retriever's has a spatial awareness around it. So if somebody comes within that space, its hair in the back will go up, tail will go straight, ears will perk up. But if you don't say anything, that golden retriever will look back at you, and then if you don't say anything, it'll assume that individual is safe. And then all the love and joy and everything comes out. That's what happens to a man when he gets drunk. When a man gets drunk, you love everybody. Everybody and everything. I've been hugging lamp poles and telling the lamp pole how much I love it. After, let's say, the Super Bowl, and we went out to watch it at a sports bar, and drinks fly, and you got to walk home because you can't drive. And this is before Uber and Lyft and all that other stuff, where by the time Super Bowl's over and you're done, It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and no buses, no nothing. And you walk home. On the walk home, you realize, holy smokes, uh, I live like 10 miles away. But, you get home, you fall in the ditch, you fall asleep. Your wife picks you up in the morning and drags you into the house. Those are the kind of things that happen. Uh, if you want a happy life, treat your man like a golden retriever. We're pretty simple. We like to go hunting, fishing, watch sports, pretty much out in nature. That's where a golden retriever is the happiest, when he's out about. So, same as a man. Spend time with your man. Treat him like a golden retriever. And you'll have an incredibly happy life. Remember, men want to be like superheroes, right? Who's the most famous superhero? Superman. And what does Superman have? A dog. And what kind of dog does Superman have? A golden retriever. We grow up and we're hardwired to go hunting and fishing and out in nature and in and around the water. And the dog that most personifies that is a golden retriever. Spend time and pet your dog. Have a great day. Bye.